first game back at Interco in a while, it seems like, at least for the regular season, and also playing a team, the only team you haven't faced yet this year. Just give us your initial thoughts on what you expect on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, Gotham has had a great run. They have a lot of dangerous players, and the style that they play, I think, is going to be a really entertaining matchup with us. But we're excited to be at home and hoping that our fans give us that edge.
Coming off that game against Houston, obviously you get the win, you set the record, but it seemed like there was something missing. It seemed like you guys were kind of disappointed in the performance that you guys had despite winning. How does that kind of speak to the way this team is being built, and despite breaking a record, you still have that high standard for yourselves?
Yeah, I think we've had that all year, and that's kind of what's kept us going. Is obviously no game of football is perfect, and while we're confident in the things that we're doing well, we always look at those things that we can improve. Because that's what the opponent is doing, is they're looking for ways to exploit us. So we're just ready for that.
With so much time between league games, how much do you feel that the teams have kind of been able to kind of do more film study on you guys and kind of see other ways to beat you now that so much time has passed in between the last league?
Yeah, I think they've probably been doing a lot of that. I know that we do that with our opponents, but it just comes down to us just believing in ourselves, and we know that we can punish opponents in more ways than one. And we count on our back line and Anna to do what they do. And so yeah, when we're firing on all cylinders, I think we're unstoppable.
You look at a team like Gotham that has gotten so many international players, U.S. women's national team players, now German goalkeeper of the year. With so many different individual players and the run of form that they've been on, how do you kind of go about kind of looking at that team and seeing ways to break them down?
Yeah, I think that they have a lot of really good players, as you said. I think that they have a lot of rotation too, so that's tough to scout because they use a lot of their players. So again, it just kind of comes back to us focusing on what we can control and us playing our game, and yeah, again, just being hard to break down and taking our transition moments when we can.
When you look at that game from Houston, what's some things that you kind of pick out that you say, well, these are things we could have done better?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a lot of shots on goal. Jane's obviously a great goalkeeper, so she made some good saves. But just being more ruthless in our attack, I think being patient at times. Yeah, just picking our moments to be direct and then to keep the ball and kind of break our opponent down. And then obviously on the defensive side of the ball, just not letting them get touches in our box, obviously, is a big one. Anna made some big saves, and the post made a big save for us. So just making sure that we don't even get to that point to let that happen.
So much time between the last Summer Cup game and then the game against Houston. How tough is it to kind of find that rhythm again? Obviously, you guys had that good form, heading into Summer Cup with everyone back. How tough is it to kind of rekindle all the connections and that form that you guys had?
Yeah, I think obviously the first game showed that, it's been a little while and there's some fatigue. Obviously, our Olympians, they played a lot of games in a short amount of time and had travel and celebrations and all the things. So, we're aware of that, and that's just football, that's life. So I think that this week has just been a regrouping and making sure that, okay, now we have no excuses and we need to be firing on all cylinders, as I said.
One from the chat here we'll wrap up with. Haley, you've been here from the start of the Seb era, and Seb just re-signed a new contract as well as this year. You've broken a bunch of team records. Can you just talk about the transition that you've seen personally with Seb as the head coach?
Yeah, I think Seb has done an amazing job. I was here when he was interim, and he just really believed in us to be able to play a style of football that I don't think the NWSL has really seen. I think that we're a team that can possess the ball, but we can also transition, and just trusting us to read the game. And I think that's been huge because, as a coach, it's easy to just want to kick and run in this league and be athletic, and Seb has found that mixture and found the right players to be able to do that style. So it's been fun to see him grow, and then obviously he's helped us so much grow as individual players and as a team. So we're thrilled to have him through 2026, right?